Hey friends, so we have set up our Eclipse IDE, the Tomcat web server, and definitely the JDK software is also installed in the system. So we are all set to start coding, but not by making use of Springs. In order to make use of Springs, we need to include the Spring jars into the project. Now there is two ways. Firstly, we may make use of Maven, but in this particular course, to start with, we won't be making use of Maven in order to make things more easier for you guys and in order to make things simple. We are planning a course on Maven that will definitely help you guys to understand Maven better, but for this particular course we won't be making use of Maven, so don't worry about the Maven implementation part. Firstly, we will concentrate on Springs framework, which is the agenda for this course. We will think about the Maven implementation part later. That's rather a very small thing. So firstly, we will definitely add an Eclipse project. I will navigate to file and select this new option, and in here we will select this particular option, dynamic web project, and it will give us this window. Let us give it a sensible name, Spring Demo, and we will keep everything as it is. We will click on next, then we will click on next again. We will make use of this deployment descriptor web.xml, and we will then click on finish. So now a very normal project has been added by Eclipse. Here we go. So we have added this project, but moving forward we need to add the Springs jar, obviously, and from where we will get the Springs jar. So if we navigate to Google and search for repo Springs, what do we mean by repo? Means repository of Spring. Then the first search result would be from repo.spring.io. Spring.io is the official website of Springs framework, and we can select this particular option and it will open a FTP site where we can see all the releases from version 2. The current version is version 4.3.3. We would be making use of the latest version, but by the time you would be watching this videos, the version number may change. So we will click on this particular link which says 4.3.3, and it will open this particular window where we have all the files related to this particular release. Out of all these files, the first file as spring-framework- the version number, release, and then dist.zip. What do we mean by dist? Dist means distribution. Now the version number may change in your case. In my case it is 4.3.3. Always go for this distribution.zip file and click on this link and your download will start. Obviously, in order to save some time, I have already downloaded this file. Let me cancel this download. Apart from this Springs distribution, we would also require something known as Commons login. Now Springs framework is dependent on this particular Commons login. This is an jar provided by Apache. As a result, I have Google searched for Apache Commons login, and this will give you this particular web page. The first result would be commons.apache.org/login. So click on this particular link and it will open the official website for this particular jar. So this is a dependency, and if we are making use of, for example, Maven will add this particular jar automatically, but we are doing everything manual so that we can get a better understanding of the framework. Alright, so moving down the line, we can see all the builds and all other stuff related to this documentation part, but our interest is to download the jar file. If we see these links which are left hand side of this web page, we have this link of download. Click on this link, download, and then we will get the download option. It is taking some time. Here we go. So in here we have these binary distribution. Download this zip file. I will click on this particular file which is commons-logging-1.2-bin.zip, and obviously I have also downloaded this file already. So let me close this particular window and also minimize Eclipse, and inside this Springs folder we also have this Springs framework zip and Commons logins zip. So let me extract this particular file in here. So we have successfully extracted this zip file. We need to also extract this commons.login zip. So we will also extract this particular zip file, and it might not take a long time. Here we go. So here are all the files which are related to Springs framework. Springs framework is nothing but a collection of libraries, and here is this libs folder. Alright, so what I will do, I will copy this particular libs folder and I will minimize this particular window and navigate to our Springs project, and I will highlight this Springs demo project, right click to this particular project, and we will select this option of paste. And now this libs folder would be copied to our current Eclipse project. Here we go. And inside this libs folder we have all the jar files which are provided by springs.io website. So all these are jar files. Moving forward, we will again open this folder where we have all the softwares which are related to Springs framework. We also have this commons login file. If we open this particular folder, then we will see these two jar files. So let us also copy these two jar files. In fact, we would only require the first jar file, but to be safe, I am copying both of these jar files, and we will again highlight this libs folder, right click, paste these two jar files as well. So all the jar files are now present in our project. Now friends, when it comes to all these jar files in our project, we might not use all of these jars. We might make use of couple of jars only, but to be safe, we would be adding all these jars, and it would be rather very good for us because we are confirmed that we have everything which it needs in order to get started with the Springs framework. Now friends, adding these libs into your project is not enough. We need to also add these as a build path, and as soon as we define these jars in the build path, these would be referred in the project. So how to define these libraries as a part of build path, which is very simple. We will highlight this particular project and right click, and in here we will navigate to this properties. Properties is the last option in this menu. So we will navigate to properties, and let me arrange this properly so that you guys can see it properly. In here we have this Java build path option. Select this particular option, and this will give you couple of tabs. Select this tab of libraries, and in here we have this option of add jars. Click this option, and in here you will get the list of your project. The project we would be using in is this, right? So we will select this particular project, and inside here we will select this libs folder, and inside this lib folder, if we traverse this libs folder, we have all these jar files. So select these jar file and press the shift and also press the down arrow key and select all the jar files, in fact. And as soon as you select all these jar files, only the jar files, do not select this web content and these two files in here. Select all the jar files. Once you select all these jar file, click on OK. So now this window will show you all these jar files in here. Now click on apply and then click on OK. As soon as you will click on OK, you will see this new item in here, a referenced library, and if you traverse this particular folder, you will able to see all these jar files. So now we are referencing these library in our project, and now if we want, we can make use of Springs. So this is how we can add Springs in our project manually, and we will start programming. And don't worry about Maven. To start with, we will focus on Springs framework. So this is all about integrating Springs framework and setting up the environment, and in the next section we will start programming by making use of Springs, and the first section where we will code would be based on inversion of controls, and that would be interesting. I suppose I have made myself clear. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day and take care.